And now,
breaking news.
Ahoy, the news.
News
from the Weird Wire.
News from the Weird Wire. Recipe stealer arrested for cooking up a scheme while not exactly the Louvre. I guess I wasn't an alleged thief nearly pulled off a tasty heist of his own.
It's not the crown jewels.
No. That was last week, you said?
Yeah, last week or early this week. I forget which.
Crown jewels are stolen and nobody knows where they are.
Yeah.
Great. WSVN reports that Carlos Francisco Gottberg Marquez.
How does that fit on a booking report at the police station?
Yeah, right. Ran out of letters or boxes. Was arrested on a felony charge for stealing recipe books from a Venezuelan restaurant in Doral, Florida, where he was working as a line cook. The books were said to contain the secrets behind the restaurant's signature dishes and were worth thousands of dollars, according to Doral police chief Edwin Lopez. We don't know if he was sent by another criminal enterprise to take this for a fee, but this person was in possession of these cookbooks, Lopez says, of the suspects. He did it on two separate occasions, caught him through CCTV cameras. The owner of the restaurant, immediately notified law enforcement officers. That must be some pretty good stuff if somebody's...
It's a felony. They're cookbooks. Now I realize there's there's trade secrets in those cookbooks, but that's a felony.
So you know what makes me think about that? That they would have a felony charge for this particular situation? This is the first time it happened.
Well, of course.
What are you in for? Stealing cookbooks. And you're prohibited from being a line cook ever again. Let's head to Montana. Bozeman Spirits Distillery in Montana may not have beer, but they did have a bear. Establishment shared a video on Instagram, of course, of a bear wandering about its outdoor seating before dashing across traffic and running away. He was looking for some huckleberry vodka to take to his den for the winter, the post reads. We've had our fair share of interesting things happening downtown, but this is the coolest, one of the coolest.
Yeah, it was outside and you were inside. Of course it was cool. Downtown Bozeman, Montana is not where I would expect to see bear just walking around.
Well, you're in the mountains.
Still a fairly large city. Right there in the patio.
They're mountain bears. Pretty close to the park. Yeah, Bozeman's not too far from Yellowstone, or they used to say in the cartoon, Jellystone. Fun. Plan to find coffee spiller goes down the drain. Like seemingly everything else, coffee is getting more expensive. That price gets even higher if you're fined for improperly spilling your drink. Wow. How about this? I'm going to try it. Burku?
Sure.
Yesli
Sure.
Yesli found out when, as the BBC reports, she was fined nearly $200 for pouring a bit of her coffee down a drain on the street. So it was like too full, so she just poured a little bit out. So it splashed around. She tells she was holding her coffee in her reusable cup when her bus to work arrived. Thinking she might risk spilling the beverage on the bus, she ditched just a tiny little bit down the drain. As soon as I turned around, I noticed three men, enforcement officers, chasing me, and they stopped me immediately, she says, adding that she did not realize she had done anything illegal. She was then given a fine under provision of the 1990 Environmental Protection Act.
Well, that storm drain goes to the water somewhere. Guess you can't have coffee in your body of water.
It feels quite unfair, she says. I think the fine is extreme. It's not appropriate. It appears that others felt the same way, and a local council rescinded the fine. What is that what those guys do? They're just watching for somebody to drop something that just, if one person... I mean...
Hey, if you can invoke the 1990 Environmental Protection Act, yes, that's your job.
Well, you know, I would hope they were looking for people that had some pollution. You know what I'm saying?
Coffee is a pollutant.
Let's have water. Mostly water.
I don't know of many fish that like coffee grounds.
Oh, do we know or not? Worms like it.
Worms will eat anything.
Fish eat worms. Maybe like that flavor-based worm. We got her.
$200 is a little excessive. I'll admit that with you there, Burkoo.
Well, all I'm saying is, okay, maybe if she'd poured the whole coffee cup, she poured a little bit out so it wouldn't spill on the bus. I doubt that it made it to the ocean. Or the water table.
Eventually it did.
Or the water treatment plant. There was plenty of other stuff in there that was much worse.
One could wonder what kind of bus this was.
I just can't believe it.
How many pollutants are coming out of that bus? That's not 2 drips of coffee.
And I mean, this would be their lucky day. They were patrolling.
Do you know how long it's been since I got to enforce the 1990 Environmental Protection Act?
Yeah, what was she? Was she pouring down there? Some bleach or something? Something bad? Oh, just a little bit of coffee. Just you know, I don't know. It's maybe like a sip's worth.
As you sip on your coffee?
Right. Well, I didn't pour it down the drain.
Don't spill any of that.
Well, and the other part that I thought was that she just didn't pour it on the sidewalk, right? She found a drain, just poured a little bit down there. She probably would have been better off put it in the gutter.
Well, have you seen the storm drains at Paul and Babe? They have little fish painted on there.
Oh, really?
And no dumping painted onto there.
Okay.
Now, granted, that's 100 feet from the lake. But yeah, you're not supposed to pour stuff down a storm drain.
I guess she should.
Even two drips of coffee.
She probably should have found a garbage can.
Drink it?
Shows
you paid $85 for that cup of coffee. Drink it and then get on the bus.
Hold the bus. Last time I poured a little bit out so I didn't spill on the bus. I got a $200 fine. Well, of all the other stuff that we pour out on the ground, there you go. Be thankful you don't live there.